It had been a long wait. The time before didn't count. When he returned, that's when the lovemaking began. We kissed and I moaned as he penetrated me. He was huge.
Jay-Z? What?
After that night, it seemed like SC and I were magnets. Over the next few months, just about every time I went out, we bumped heads. Nas had a show on my 26th birthday, which freed me to celebrate the occasion with my closest friends. I knew the perfect spot for my birthday dinner. Justin's, Puffy's new Caribbean and soul food place. The morning of my birthday, SC called. "Happy birthday," he said. "Who's this?" I asked jokingly. "It's Shay with the Burgundy Cherokee," he replied, raising his voice to disguise it. "What's up, shorty? Stop playing, SC. I know it's you." I giggled. "What's up? What are you doing for your birthday?" "Nothing much. Just going to Justin's with my friends." "I should roll with y'all," he joked. He and I both knew that wasn't realistic. "I'll call you later," I told SC. When me and the girls finished dinner, we got to Justin's around 9 p.m. All 6 of us looked ravishing, more edible than anything coming out of the kitchen. Somebody sent a bottle of Cristal. Now, you know that had to be the Jay-Z, because you know Jay-Z was on that Cristal shiz for a while, and then he wasn't.
Cristal Champagne for years received free promotion from the hip-hop community.
Alright, new drink. 1 part Alizé, 1 part Cristal.
Cristal pop, I'm sipping it, mob hats and lizards.
Water off the champagne, Cristals by the bottle.
However, it appears the free promotion was not welcomed by the brand.
That's what's fucked up about us is we'll blow up a company and then when we find out who they are.
In a 2006 Economist interview, the managing director of Louis Roederer was asked if the Hip Hop Association could be detrimental. To which he replied, "What can we do? We can't forbid people from buying it." Well, that was it. All mentions of Cristal in hip-hop ground to a halt.
Cristal ain't racist.
Jay-Z responded by calling the comment racist and removed all bottles of the champagne from his 40/40 clubs.
Who's kid?
My eyes surfed the room. Who sent it? I looked the room over a little more and spotted SC, who was smiling at me. "Jay-Z," he said, shaking like a leaf. After we finished Sean Carter's Cristal, we went on to the next bottle and the next one until I ended up drinking so much that I didn't even remember how I got home. I do remember Nas calling all night long to make sure I wasn't having too much fun. He never once wished me a happy birthday. New Year's Eve, another Christmas rolled in, and I did my usual shopping, cooking, and decorating. The fun part was that Destiny was now old enough to help out. New Year's Eve was certainly not going to be spent with Nas. I wanted to bring the new year in on a positive note. I called Sean Carter early that morning from Reese's house. We were both on the same page and made plans to hook up that evening. I got to his house at around 11 p.m. After we settled, we toasted to the new year and sat on the couch and talked a bit. The mood was very relaxed, no hype, very simple and intimate. We started kissing and it was rather intense. Somehow we ended up in the bedroom again. Y'all stay in the bedroom. He started to undress me and this time I didn't resist. He started to undress me, and this time I didn't resist. My clothes were off in a flash, and so were his. When he leaned in, I suggested immediately that he get a condom. Don't move, and I mean it. He said as he dashed into the walk-in closet. It had been a long wait. The time before didn't count. When he returned, that's when the lovemaking began. We kissed and I moaned as he penetrated me. He was huge.
Jay-Z? What?
Initially, I didn't have any expectations because the first actual encounter is always awkward for both parties. So I wasn't shocked by his physical performance. It was quick, but I was satisfied. The X was passionate and sweet. Then he gave me another one of those mind-blowing massages. Damn, why did you make me wait so long? He asked. I just smiled. I had to make sure that his intentions were in the right place. We both drifted off to sleep in each other's arms. Good morning, SC said, smiling. Buck naked and holding a glass of fresh squeezed orange juice. I giggled at his naked antics. I loved the fact that he was so free. It seemed like we had grown even closer after we made love. In a nutshell, SC was like my homie, lover, and friend. The more time we spent together, the fonder I grew of him. We jumped in the shower. As I lathered up, SC began to perform a strange action. With his legs slightly bent, he held a washcloth with both hands at either end and slid the cloth up and down the crack of his butt. SC, what the hell are you doing? Playing the violin? He looked up. What? I'm washing my butt. That's how you wash your butt. This is the last time I take a shower with you, he laughed. I got out, toweled off, and went back to the bedroom. As SC came out of the shower, I was double-checking my neck for hickeys in the mirror. Now it was his turn to make fun of me. You are really paranoid, SC said. Just checking, I replied. What would happen if you went home with a hickey on your neck, he asked. Me and Destiny would be knocking on your door looking for a place to stay, I replied with a smile. Y'all could come, but not like that, he confirmed. I started to notice a pattern with SC. He would never fully reveal himself or what he was truly feeling. Like most men, he kept his true feelings bottled up. Yeah. Deep down, I knew that SC really wanted me to leave Nas and be with him, but he was too insecure to admit it. I don't know about that, because you done called him insecure several times, and I'm not reading anything that's saying insecure in this book. I don't know about that. I mean, it's just man shiz. And I don't know if man shiz or man ego or machismo or not being vulnerable is insecurity for a man. I don't know about that. The truth of the matter was that I was more concerned with how Nas would take such a blow. He would have been devastated. I wasn't afraid of what Nas would do to me, but what he would do to himself, or SC for that matter. Sean Carter ain't bothered. Rumors intensified about SC and I. Things got crazy at home with Nas constantly probing me about the gossip. Look, this is all I got to say. If you bothered, take me and Destiny on the road with you, okay? Make sure we with you. One evening, Paul called. I hadn't spoke to him or anyone in Connecticut for so long. I was excited to hear from him, but soon found out that he was calling with some bad news. Casual got nabbed by the feds. Remember Casual? Her boyfriend's best friend that she was hunting on, and then he set up a crack house in her house that was in her mammy's name. They were watching him for a while, and their persistence eventually paid off. I was heartbroken by the news and made plans to meet Paul in Harlem later that evening. After I got dressed and ready to go, I noticed that my pocketbook was missing. I couldn't find it anywhere. I finally called to Nas, who was in the bathroom, asking if he had seen my purse. The bathroom door opened. Nas was holding my bag. He tackled me to the floor and pinned my arms down. Nas, get off. You're hurting me. Who are you effing with, Carm? Just tell me the truth. Nas's face was beet red and his nostrils flared. Nas, what are you talking about? I screamed as I tried to break free from his hold. but he was sitting on my stomach. I was trapped. Carm, who are you going to see uptown? He yelled at the top of his lungs. Then he spit in my face. Yikes! I was crying and could barely speak. I hate you, I bawled. I hate you too, Nas replied. I called Paul and told him and I had to take a rain check. Yeah, because you ain't got no reason for going down there anyway. A few weeks later, the SC rumors had reached their peak. Tracy even called and said she had heard about SC sending a bottle of champagne over to my table that night at Justin's. Things got crazy, especially at home.